Welcome back, everybody. If you're new to the channel, hit that thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you're into homebrewing. So today we're going to have the first tasting of my Cara IPA Batch 2. Now my Batch 1, I think there's something up with those glass fermenters. It actually smelled sour, like very, very sour. So we're not doing Batch 1. So this is a small batch series, 1.25 gallons going into the carboy. If you're new to home brewing, I suggest starting out with small batches so you can get the process down, and start with smash beer, single malt, single hop, then you can work your way up from there. So this recipe, 2 pounds, 6 ounces of two-row, 2.4 ounces of Crystal 40, 2 ounces of Caramalt. This will be an hour boil. So for the hops, 0.15 ounces of Warrior at 60, 0.25 ounces of Citra at 10, then at flameout, 0.5 ounces of Cashmere and 0.25 ounces of Azacca. This did use US-05 yeast, so pretty simple. Nothing really going to come out of that yeast. This was bottled on 9/15, 7.39% ABV. Beersmith called for this to be 5.8. We're a little high, but it's home brewing. It doesn't matter. Beersmith also calls for this to be 56.9 IBUs. If you're new to home brewing, what I would do, I get a lot of questions about how do I know, how many IBUs my beer should have. Usually when you're first starting out, I would suggest matching your IBUs to your ABV. So this is supposed to be 5.8% ABV. So what I would do is go around 58 IBUs. That should give you a pretty balanced beer. So let's go ahead and open this, get it into a glass and see what we get. Good hiss, good smoke. Now again, this is the first tasting. This is the beginning of 2021. So we're talking not almost 4 months old here. But we are using a little darker malt, so it shouldn't be as bad. Yes, some of the hops, but I wanted to sit on these, and obviously I've sat on a lot of them. Usually I make enough where after a year we can go ahead and taste it. But I wanted to see what it tastes like without tasting it after that first month. Usually I let the beers ferment for 30 days, then after I bottle them. So this was done on 8/15. I bottled it that day and it sat a month. So technically you could say it's an extra month old. Head's dying down, but it looks like it's going to stay like it is. Off-white, a slight tannish color, but I think it could be from the color of the beer coming up. Mostly medium bubbles on there, not even a quarter finger of head. Color, orange, deep orange up here, lighter orange down here, like a yellow orange, but nice color. So the caramel, obviously the 40L is going to have an SRM of 40. Then the Caramalt is 35. So I think that's right around the color. It almost looks like Maris Otter. It's a little bit more cloudier. I guess if you were doing this blind, just by looking at it, you could think that it's a Maris Otter malt instead of a two-row. But yeah, hazy in there. Could be from the hops. I wouldn't think it would be from those malts. Usually if you want a hazy beer like a New England IPA or something, hazy IPA, you would use oats or wheat to keep that protein in suspension. But yeah, looks okay. Let's go ahead and smell. A little danky citrus caramel syrup. It smells like those hops are still there pretty well. But you get that caramely syrup, that light caramely syrup in there, probably from those malts, and maybe it being 4 months old, you would get a little bit of that. That's about it. I'm sure if you let this warm up a little bit more, because that caramel is coming out, that you would get a lot more sweetness. The sweetness, it doesn't seem to be there. It just smells like a light syrupy caramel with some citrus and hop. Okay, let's go ahead and taste. You definitely get that toasted bread, sweet caramel, a little hop. It seems like those hops are fading, that it doesn't seem like it's 100% balanced, or not. I should say it's not balanced well. But I do get a little bitterness, sweet maltiness on the back end in the aftertaste. Maybe some pine, citrus pine mixed in there. It's making me think of a bigger double IPA you would drink in the winter. Like it has a more malty complex to it. The hops are just there. They're a little low, but I think it still works. It helps break up that sweet malt taste still, so that's good. And it does seem like the bitterness is building as you drink it. A little dry, but it is pushing, let's say, a point and a half more than it should. So that's going to take out some of the sweetness in the beer. But because we're using those caramel malts, I think that brings it back in. So that if this did finish at 5.5 and we drank it now, I'm guessing it would be a big sweet bomb. Not bad though. Maybe, I don't know. It almost tastes like there's galaxy in there. Like a little passion fruit in the back. I could definitely drink a lot of that. I'm not getting the alcohol. It's good. But I think now that it's cold, it's probably a little better than it is, because I think the hops need to be turned up more. But it is 4 months old. I can see them fading a little bit. But yeah, overall, it's definitely drinkable. Now I'm kicking myself in the butt for not trying this after 30 days. But yeah, definitely a good one. Let me know down below if you've used the Caramalt and Crystal 40 before and in what recipe. If you like this review, check some more out over here. And until next time, happy brewing.